What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the market watch. We have a lot of cards that are on the low rarity categories that might be worth some guap for you all. So without further ado, let's get into it and talk about it. First off, we have Digimon Across Time pre-release cards, BT12. So it's at $14.40, kind of going down, which is good to see. Which we want to see, to be honest with you. Again, the deck is kind of expensive if you want to max rarity it. On the low rarity side, only expensive card is going to be a Digimon and Quartzmon. So we know that at least. The rest is just rares and uncommons and commons. So if you guys go low rarity route, probably won't cost you breaking the bank. Max rarity though, expect to break banks. So $14.40 is not terrible. If we take a look at it, we're looking at $10 sold here, you know, $8 here, $14 here. Nothing too terrible, but definitely can jump back up very easily. But people are really only buying in the $12 to $14 range. On the Europe side, let's see if that kind of mirrors us. Holy cow, only 2 copies at two listings, at wow, 5 copies total, about $13. This could be the effects of them still haven't received all their product yet, which can be a major factor into this. Now we have Doraemon from Next Adventure, BT07. We know that the alternate art is touching like 45, and it's just been hugging that 45 for a long time. Now that we're looking at this now, crazy how expensive it's holding in its just base rarity form, and that is at like $2 to $3 very comfortably. That is really interesting. I mean, guys, if you guys have these, probably a good time to start listing them off, because if it's $2, you're making some decent headway, especially since how easy it was to pull from Next Adventure. This is definitely showing some decent value. So maybe flip those to get you some decent money. Excuse me. You were not supposed to be that one. Get back here. So we need you. Silly goose. So 10 cents, €1, and looking like €2. Not terrible, actually. Pretty decent for what we're looking at. So yeah, definitely on the Europe side too. Make some quick cash. And let's see. Metal Greymon Across Time pre-release cards. Not terrible. We're looking like $7. Not terrible. Goes right up to $8 very comfortably. Close to 8 touching. People are buying in the $7 range. Deck is good, but I expect a lot of this cards to start dropping more and more as it is not dominating the format as predicted. As time goes on, you can only have so much hype behind a deck of a fan favorite Digimon if it's not doing well. If it still doesn't do well in the next couple of regionals and Ultimate Cups are kind of just nerfing this deck even further, there's just really no reason for you to pick up this deck. It is starting to look less and less appealing to play this deck than it is to play anything else. And Ultimate Cups are going to probably see a lot more dominance in a certain deck, and we'll talk about that in the future. So Europe side, we looking like... Ooh, €5 to €8. Not terrible. Now we have Doraemon alternate art from Dimensional Phase, BT11. Shooting up, boys and girls. It is touching $4 range quite comfortably for near mints. Like they're, you know, $3 here, but then it gets to 4, 4, 5. Ooh, wow. So let's see where people are really comfortable buying. It looks like they're pretty much comfortably buying in the $4 range, not too terribly. So definitely taking a look at that. That's not terrible at all. On the Europe side though, looking like €2 to about €3 range. Okay, not bad. It goes up to plenty of copies and listings, so definitely good to see a very healthy variety of pricing. So it means it's got a decent number of listings. Stigmon Across Time pre-release card, BT12, is dipping down from its $10 range. I noticed that last week, but now it's back into a, you know, still in the $10 range actually. Sorry. I mean, it originally was at like $7.70, and it was going down for a bit. Then people started buying it a little bit, and now it's back into this $10 range. Card's good. I don't see it going crazy, but that's just me. And then on Europe side, we're looking like €4 to €7. Not terrible for this card. It is definitely an Imperial Digimon future staple. I don't know if it's going to keep coming up. We'll have to see. I think the ability to be when this Digimon would DNA Digivolve into a blue card with, you know, it gains one memory, especially with the other XVmon, you kind of just gain both at once. That makes this thing becomes a 2 cost if you Digivolved up and hard played it with a can DNA Digivolve from raising, you know, at the end of turn skill. So that's not terrible, especially if you only passed it over by 2. Then we have Alphamon alternate art for Max Record shooting up, boys and girls, and it's in buyout status. There's only 2 listings left and only 3 copies. It's not surprising there. Alphamon is getting hype. BT13 does come out in July, so definitely worth keeping that in mind. Europe side looking like €20 to €16 range. Not bad at all, but definitely more listings than we have and a lot cheaper, to be sure. Then we have Caramon from BTO2, the Tamer Party Volume 3 promo, $4 and going up. Not many listings left. Actually, we have only 6 listings. Plenty of copies in the light play department. I'm not happy about that. That's a lot of light plays for $19. Light play and $14 for being even the top end. So like $5 is just like the cap you're going to get for near mint, and it's kind of on buyout. So Caramon did have some hype with Diaboromon when people were trying to push Quartzmon with Diaboromon, and it was going to be the next best deck. It wasn't. It is still a rogue category. Caramon from BT02, the same one on the Europe side, looking like €3 to a €1 range. Not terrible. It's even dipping down into cents category. So Greymon alternate art classic collection, definitely seeing this go up. People are still wanting to play their ties for free, which I don't blame them. Go ahead, play your free ties. I have no objections. So not terrible at all. Not that overly expensive either. Greymon EX01 Volume 1, €9 to €10 range. Not terrible at all. Diaboromon alternate art classic collection. Again, another classic collection card. You know how cheaply classic collection is? You can pick those boxes up for like $30, and pulling almost a Greymon alternate art, a Diaboromon alternate art, or even Machinedramon at least gets you half your box back. I think it's the one most lucrative box set now to actually make your money back, and it was classified the worst set, but pulling even Analog Man gets you a plus. So there's a lot of good value in that way. Just keep that in mind. So not terrible. He's coming down from that hype a little bit. Hasn't really started dipping, but he's holding strong back at his OG price. Kind of wish he'll go back down to 14, but we'll have to see. And it depends. We might actually see him go up further if BT14 gets some Diaboromon love, which would be massive for this. No, we skipped. No, we didn't want to skip that. Diaboromon on the Europe side looking like €11 to 50. Ooh, to 22. So that's not a bad range. There's plenty of stuff. Majority of the stock is in the 16 range. Okay, 15 to 16. That's not terrible. You got a decent amount of low ends, but hey, Diaboromon's Diaboromon. Deltamon digital promotional cards. Definitely seeing a dip in this from that hype back in Ulti Cup season, last season's, where Black War Greymon topped with this Deltamon in it. It is not the best card for it. It's not searchable. It is not useful. You have to draw into it. You'll bottom deck it most of the time, and it doesn't always add up to what you want it to be. So keep that in mind. We're looking like a $5 to $8 for its foiled, for $5 for about $6 actually for its non-foiled. Then we have about €5 to €6 range. Not terrible at all. And I think it's time to just pop in with something. So guys, I think Where are we? Deltamon. We should talk about the sponsor of today's video, and I think it's good to talk about it. I'm telling you, Card Trader. CardTrader.com. English Digimon. So guys, let's talk about it real quick. I got sponsored by them. I have an affiliate link down below that gives you guys $2 when you sign up, and that's really useful because then you can buy any cards on the online Europe market that might just be a little more expensive over here or anything like that, but a free $2 is not terrible. You can get certain cards a little bit more cheaply if you find it on there. Harder to find cards that actually do sometimes show up, especially pre-release stamps, but Europe is kind of in a weird slump right now. They don't have all the product yet, but with Card Trader, you can definitely trade around the world. They collect all the cards you want, and they'll ship it when you have the biggest quantity. You need a minimum without spending any money, $25 for free shipping, but they will take a look at it. They have a service that basically checks to make sure the card is correct. If they send you the wrong card, they will send it back to the seller and reimburse you into your account, which you then can pull back from. So it's definitely worth taking a mention of that, and I think that is worth its weight sometimes. And especially if you want to sell overseas, sometimes you can make some quick cash that way, especially during their delay seasons. You can actually make some decent money that way because people will buy when they're in delays. So definitely, if you guys want to buy from overseas or get from overseas, sometimes Card Trader is where it's at. So on the Europe side, well, next card we're going to talk about is Greymon Winners Pack Dimensional Phase New Awakening BT08. So this card is coming down, which is good to see. Well, it kind of doesn't need to see play anymore. Majorly, what made this deck's card see play was Black War Greymon. They didn't have the tie yet. Now that tie's in the rotation, guess what happens? It lowers the price of this. So it's definitely worth taking consideration when it comes down to it. So Winners Pack Dimensional Phase New Awakening BT08. Then on the Europe side, looking like €4 to €7 range. I don't think I mentioned the price here. About $5. And it's holding in that $5 range. Keep on going down, Greymon. Next card we're going to definitely talk about, though, is Calamon Alternate Art from Dimensional Phase. Definitely seeing some buy-ins with some of the Diaboromon lists actually teching this card in is causing this to spike up. And the ability to reduce your Digi-Evolution costs by 1, along with Ayamako, is not bad. Calamon coming in for a 1 cost. This Digimon can't attack, so you have nothing really to worry about there. And then when one of your Digimon Digivolves, you may suspend this Digimon to gain 1 memory and have one of your Digimon gain plus 3000 DP for the turn, allowing you to apply pressure, keep your momentum going. You know, Calamon's decently good for a 1-up attack, and it's the alternate art. Being at $10 is not terrible. Let's see what the Europe side is trying to do. We're looking at 13 to €15 range. Not terrible at all. So let's go into Venmon. Venmon, the card I want to talk about here, is the foils. So let's see if we can find some foils here. Oh no! Can't find any foils. Oh no, they're in maintenance mode. No! Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Right now, that sucks. So we can't look at Venmons anymore. Quartzmon looking like a $6 card. Definitely seeing some fluctuations here. Card's great. It's not going to go anywhere. It is a card to fear in the formats going forwards. Europe side looking like €7 to €10 range. Not terrible. Shine Greymon across time. Definitely seeing some spikes from that $3 now to almost $10. And I expect him to hold that value. There is nothing in that world does not say he's going to hold. He's not going to hold that, especially when he's going to be the next best deck in the format. So €7 to €8 range. Not terrible. I think that's pretty much where he's going to settle for now. Then we have Tai Kamiya Alternate Arts. Definitely dipping down, which is good from that buyout. And to be honest with you, whoever bought that out was crazy. This card should never have been bought out. And I'm going to be honest with you. The reason for this is because the deck is nerfed. It is not doing everything it can physically do anymore. and you're looking like kind of overly expensive. This card will definitely come down, though. Europe side looking like 28 to 30 range. Definitely have some 27s. Not terrible. War Greymon alternate arts feeling the same little bit of effect, bumping back up a little bit. $40 is a little expensive for this card. Definitely see this thing coming down a bit. Europe side, 25 euros to 30 euro range. Not terrible. Then we have Doraemon limited edition pack. Definitely coming down for the security rookie. Coming down to $4. It was kind of like a $3 card. Now it's spiked up. Not terrible, though. One of the more useful Digitama, well, security rookies. I'm looking like 3 euro range to 4 euro range. Not terrible. Itmon, same thing, feeling the effects, but definitely going down. So might be a good time to start snagging these up at the $6 mark. Europe side, though, looking in the $6 range as well, going up to 7 euros. It's the 6 euro range. Agumon X Antibody still climbing up, boys and girls. Definitely can't see this card holding that value for long, though. As long as Greymon's not topping, you know this is going to come down. I mean, people are going to tech this in Shine, so that's probably why another aspect of it is holding its value is Shine Greymon is actually teching this card. 4 euros to 40 euros to 40 euro range. Crazy. Then Psychmon Across Time pre-release spiking up to 20 euros, almost $30 a pop. So if you guys have it, people are buying in the 30 near mints. So definitely might make some decent profit that way. So guys, let's see what on my last. I have only 2 more cards. So we got 10 euros to 20 euro range. Not terrible. It's kind of in the same limbo as us. And then 7-fold cluster, definitely from that 15 to being like a $20 card. It's no surprise there. Very powerful card. And hey, I mean, we have a low mint at, 13. Can I actually buy it at 13? Oh no, I can't because the market's down. So 6 euros to 10 euro range. Not terrible. So guys, what did you think of the market watch? Let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.